Hello. Hola, monk. Hi, guys. Good night. I've got tea. Okay, so I have to finish this. I was like, I didn't have time to do it offline. So I am gonna finish this before I do the frame by frame. But yeah. Gonna finish this. The test animation is like right above it. And then so I'm doing all the detail work on this. And then I'm going to merge some like layers together, ready for the animation. High five! And then I'm going to actually animate frame by frame the face. Oh, in Frisco. Yes, it says, oh, Bobby. Bobby, thank you for the coin. Yes. But now you guys can hear it, unlike yesterday, apparently. How are you doing, Bobby? You know, we start and end on a cheddar boy. Hey, I'm not writing these rules. I did not make these rules. Okay. Where's the good sir monk tonight? Oh, he's tired, so he's still here. But he's gonna be off screen. So he's here. Cause we talked about it and I was like, oh, just, you know, just chill, you're good. But I'm excited that he's been arting, cause it's hard to make time. Oh, yes. What does that say? Wood, chuck, wood cut, shuck, could cut, shuck, wood, yes. Oh, yes. How dare you make me read that? How dare. I knew it. You knew the answer was yes? Yeah, but I did, you see that I did change it a little bit, and I'm excited about that. Like, where I put it, so we can at least, like, read what you wrote when you put in your question. Okay, so let me see. That's 7. Okay, so arm 5 is weird. It's, like, extra large. Deselect. Oops. Deselect. This is probably really weird. This creature, like, anyone that doesn't know this is from my novel and it's a bad guy probably thinks that I have issues. What the hell are you doing? part of my job was to... Never mind. I forgot those quotes are recorded in Nightbot. Those are things I've said. My job was to... Never mind. I don't even know the context of that. Hi, AK! Are you working on a project today? How did the t-shirt turn out? The one you were making for your friend? Oops! That's not the one I meant to use. I just spit in the mic for you there. Sorry. Start making weird noises into the mic for you. Oh no! You have to redo it because the cricket acted out. I get that. Like, I wasted so many vinyl pieces because, like, it just started doing something weird and I couldn't stop it. It just, like, all of a sudden starts cutting in the wrong spot and you're like, what are you doing? Like, in the same little tiny spot. Oh, yeah, so 2 out of the 3 are saved. That's good. At least it wasn't, like, on the shirt. You know, one of the things I absolutely hate is, like, after I weeded the entire thing, and then I put it on the shirt, and then I realized I missed weeding some of the vinyl, and I ended up, like, putting it on the shirt, and I have a t-shirt press, so, like, if you press it for 5 seconds, and then you pop it up, then you can try to pull the pieces off that you didn't weed. And it's really, really difficult, and you risk destroying the entire vinyl. But, like, if it's bad enough, like, I've done it a few times, where, like, you press it again, and then, like, okay, work fast, and then, like, oh, darn it, and then press it again, and then, like, try to, like, scoop it out. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, like when you don't weed a spot. And other times I'm like, oh, it's like not even noticeable. I'm not going to destroy, like, risk destroying a shirt to get it perfect. There was somebody, like, I did a shirt on here once before I ever had a storefront. And I put the rib cage on a little cricket. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to throw this entire shirt away. And, like, it was actually Rockhold. He still streams on here, but he bought it and he was like, I like that it's imperfect. And it was such a kind reflection. Like, they're like, when it's handmade, you expect that kind of stuff, like, and I'm like, I wish most people saw the world that way, you know, because we're not machines. We are gonna make the mistakes. And I was like, I have to throw this hoodie away, and he's like, no, I'll take it. And it was really kind of him. Hi, Art Victim! That animation, is so fun so far. Yeah, I say so far because it's a test animation. So I took it into After Effects last night. After I was like, okay, I'm jumping off, guys, like, I'm done. I wasn't done. I stayed up until 3 a.m. I don't know why I keep doing that. But, I pulled it into After Effects, and I started animating it to see, like, okay, what is flawed with the design that I need to fix, and can I use, like, an animated GIF on top of it? So I kind of, like, messed with it, and I found out that I need to merge the line layer with the color layer, so that way when I animate, I don't have to animate the two parts separately, and then because, like, color pops out. And then with GIFs, I can animate fully in Fresco, and then just bring it into After Effects, so, like, so if I have frame by frame stuff to add, like, totally piece it all together in After Effects, because I did that last night. So I've worked out all the kinks with the test animation, so I am super excited. So as soon as I'm done working on this, that's the plan. As soon as I'm done the detail work on this, which I'm almost done, I have I think 9 more hands of detail. And like literal, I think it's 8 hands and a foot. And then once I've got that detail done, I'm gonna switch to working on the faces, the face animation, which is I'm gonna do frame by frame. So it's pretty exciting. I'm pretty excited. Oops. How do I redo? I want to reselect that again. I did the undo select. Oh well. I'll do this and then I'll inverse it. And then inverse. And so I can put... Because I also have to put red on all the fingers. Because I decided to add a little bit of red to the fingers, even though they're technically not alive, but I still wanted that, like, that overall look that comes from, like, pinking the toes and the fingers. I dig, no two beings exactly the same, yeah. You want it to be unique, that's why handmade is special, yeah. Yeah. I thought it was a really cool sentiment. Taught me something about support and appreciation, and I did a lot of growing back in the day on here, just through people's kindness. That's also why I like pick me this or pick me that, because then it's also special, because then it was chosen for you. I think honestly, I will be putting the shirts up that are available, and if you really did want a hoodie, like, I think you should pick it. I'm not gonna do that. I would not pick it for you. Simply because, I have a lot of different skeleton designs, and I have Norse, and I wouldn't know what one you would like the best. And I have the, like, I'm dead, so I have, like, quite a few designs. I have too many designs to pick from. I also do, like, ones with my logo on it. And surprisingly, like, when I had my business, I had a lot of people, like, buy the logo shirts, and I was like, I never thought that people would just be willingly, like, wanting to wear my logo. My logo is definitely improved, though. Even the octo, though, people liked wearing octo, which is the octopus, which is my old logo. Yeah, which one did you end up getting, AK? Let me look. Because you might have gotten a logo one, I think. I don't know, I don't remember though. Because I do remember, like, each time, like, somebody gets a logo one, I'm always, like, in the, oh my gosh, I'm, like, in so much awe. Like, thank you so much for loving my stuff enough that you would wear just the logo. Oh, you have a moth one? That one means just as much to me, though, because, like, I have that, like, tattooed on me. And the logo is on the pocket, yeah. Yeah, the moth one means a lot to me too. Like, it's really personal too. Because that's the, like I said, that's the one I have tattooed on me, so it's like a vinyl iteration of my tattoo, so it means a lot. Oh, and you bought the pin of the tattoo too. Yeah, and in the book, like, it talks about, like, at the end of the book, it has that actual design. And, my hope is that, like, if people want to get it tattooed, it's in the book for people to, because, like I said, it's a promise to myself, so I was like, I'll just put this at the end of the book, and if people want to, because it means a lot to me, that promise to keep growing no matter what. I'm sorry, I got honey all over my... Music is Gucci. Yay, I'm glad. I have honey, like, all over my glass. I got this, like, little dunker thing. Like, one of those wooden dunkers. I've always wanted one. I don't think I know how to use it. Like, I dunk it in the honey, and then I make a huge mess all over the place. Like, so I've been dunking it straight in. And then, like, I hold it sideways, and it all drains off. And I dunk it like 3 times, and then I kind of like swirl it around in my tea, and then I rinse it off. I don't think that's how you're supposed to use it, but I don't know, because I make a huge mess. I don't think that's correct. I've always wanted one, but I don't know if I'm using it right. I'm not used to the fanciness. But as much tea as I drink, I wanted to treat myself. I don't understand the honey doesn't need its hair combs. Well, we trying anyway. Did I keep a Cheshire Cat mug? What? Peep? I do have a Cheshire mug. What are you talking about? I'm confused. Did you do you didn't do a biddy, did you? Did you peep? Yes. Yes, you did. Ah! The one word can change things drastically. Yes. Is a Cheshire. Yes. I was like, what? Yes, you did peep one. It's okay, I got it, eventually. I figured it out. It had a glass honey thing that would coat it in honey and then just stir it until it dissolved in the tea, then did it again if you wanted more. That might be what it is. Like I said, like, I dip it and then, like, I turn it sideways. And then I do that, like, 3 different times, and then I kind of, like, stir it in there and it falls off, like, pretty fast. It might be that I just need to, like, dunk it and then put it in there and swirl it around, but, like, I don't want to put it back in my honey then, because it's been in the tea. I was like, this is too fancy. This is just too fancy. This is too complicated. Give me my tea. I just got it, like, it was like 2 days ago, so I was excited to try it. You just leave it in and then wash it, when it was done. Yeah, I'll have to look up a YouTube video on how to use it. The wooden thing I got. I feel ridiculous. You think this stuff is common sense, and it's just not. I used to get homemade local honey from a friend, and it tasted like honeysuckle. I miss that stuff. Yeah, like I want my own honeybees. That would be a dream. I had my brother actually, him and his wife had their own honeybees. And they were showing me like all the things that you could do with the honey, and then she went out there and harvested from the hive. She got stung. I felt pretty bad because she only had one beekeeper thing, and then so she just like wore a hoodie and like tucked it in and like a thing over her head. And one of the bees got into her shirt and stung her, and I felt so bad. Like, they invite me over and I'm all excited about the bees, and then they give me the bee suit, and then like she got stung because she gave me the bee suit. But it was really cool because they use this smoker to like smoke them to sleep. They kind of like pass out, or they kind of like get cozy and don't freak out, and then they kind of lay there while you harvest, and then just give them a little bit of time and they come around again. So it was just kind of cool to see the process. Receiving. Hi, receiving. I think that you were a bot. Can we bam hammer that person? Get him. I say that because I was like, we're modded up. Darn bots. I want to say like that is what we get most on Twitch. Go back from whence you came. Thank you. Get out of here, you bot. I read your comments and got all excited like someone was talking to me, and then it wasn't anyone talking to me. What does that say? Are spam bots lame? Yes, my master, it says. Yes, my master. Well, at least at least that agreed with you. I took so much time, like, programming that darn thing. So I think the yes, your master, like, yes, you master, or yes, my master, sorry, I can't speak. That one's a less common one, and then, so it has, like, common, uncommon, and then rare, and then there's, like, super rare, and then there's one that's higher than that. So if I find some really good sound effects, I might, like, add things to the rare and super rare, but I didn't hear it say, yes, your master. Oh, you didn't hear it? Is the music too loud? I'll have to turn it up. I'll have to turn the alert up. It says it in a really low, like, voice, like, from, like, the video game. What is that video game? Where it's like, come here. It's very similar to that, like, guttural voice. So it might just be hard to hear over the music. My hearing is bad though, so it might just be you, yeah. Oh well. We can check. I'll watch the VOD too, see if it's coming through, and make sure the alerts are working like they should. Cause you never know. It might be on my end too. Got the last project remade and getting it approved. Yay! So is it are you saying you're getting it approved? Like, did they pay for it? Like, is it something they bought from you? I know they're your friend, but let's get this arm here. And you guys can definitely, like, tell me if I'm working off camera, if I accidentally pull it off camera. If you guys are watching the stream. Sometimes, like, I know that people aren't watching, but if you notice that I'm doing that, you can always, like, yell at me. Because I think that I was just working off stream just a second ago. Like, it was underneath the hands. I want that test animation up there because, like, I want people to ultimately see what I'm doing. Because I feel like this is a little bit of a weird scenario of a drawing. And I think it helps people see where I'm headed. I'm helping my mom. I'm asking her if it's what they want to, since there was a few things that needed to be adjusted anyway, so sort of. My mom said she'd pay me. Oh, okay, that's awesome. I love the supportive family. I love that your mom is doing that. That's definitely something that I would have loved. So I definitely appreciate it when I see people doing that for their kiddos. Let me see, I get this. Heck yeah! I'm making so much progress. I'm going pretty fast. Well, she liked what I did for my dad's birthday and then asked if I could make one she saw for our longtime family friend, and I said yes. Oh, nice. They now know you have the skills. Watch out! I'm mainly joking with that, by the way. Okay, let's... Okay, so... 10. Where are you? There you are, way up there. She's known and she has a Cricut. She just has 0, and I mean 0 patience. I get that. I have a 3D printer. Do I use it? No. I just don't have the time to invest in using my 3D printer, so I get that. I bought the 3D printer from a neighbor. My mom, oh my gosh, my mom, she's like, my neighbor's selling their 3D printer, you should really get it. And I'm like, Mom, I don't want a 3D printer. And they're like, well, she's like, well, he's really helped me out. He's like taken out the trash for me, and like he's like helped me with like moving furniture into the house, and like she's giving me, like, he watches my dogs for me. And I'm like, Mom, so you want me to buy this 3D printer? And she's like, it would be nice. So I ended up buying this $250 3D printer from my neighbor when I didn't really want a 3D printer. Yeah. As a thank you for my mom. So I need to figure out how to use it. I used to have a used to model for a 3D printer, And I didn't mind, like, getting one, but, if I would have bought one, I probably would have bought a new one. But I kind of felt like I needed to help this guy out because my mom had asked. She can barely do a Lego set for a 3-year-old. Yeah, I get that. Patience, I'm usually good at with most things, but some things I have 0. Yeah. My mom has all the ideas and the thoughts, but 0 patience to carry it out. I think that as she grows more as a person, she might find more patience for herself. It takes a little bit of a self-investment, and you have to be ready for that self-investment. So I don't think that's a forever thing, is what I'm saying. I believe in her. But I know your mom, so I believe in her. I hope not. Why? What? What, you hope she grows or you hope she doesn't grow? So hold on a second. I love the I know her, so yeah. I hope she grows. I'm saying I hope it's not a forever. Yeah, I don't think it'll be a forever. I think that, like, I think she wants to step into, like, I don't want to talk about her too much, but, like, I have hope for her. And I'm excited to see where she goes with her growth. We'll just put it that way. And you can tell her hi from me. But I won't mention anything else. She's not here, so I don't want to talk about her while she's not here. Okay, let's get this. Deselect. You and me both. You're scarily like your mom? Really, Bobby? Like both of your parents? Sometimes that's good. I'd say sometimes, mattering on the parent. I don't think that I'm like any of my parents. But I'm okay with that. No. Did I eat too much garlic? It says no, you did not. So I guess that means you should eat more garlic. There you go, Honk. More garlic for you, sir. Just in case you were wondering. Nothing like your parents either. Yeah. I would say that I'm not like any of my parents. Huzzah! We're down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 arms. 6 arms! And we got all the legs. Then we'll get the detail on the body. We'll get the highlights of red on the hands, the pop of red, or pop of pink, I guess. And then we will move to getting some of that I think that we'll have plenty of time. I think we'll have plenty of time. Because I really want to get into starting on the frame by frame. But I think we're making good time. Because if I can do that, then I don't have to come back here. And I think that's ultimately what I'm doing, is I don't want to come back. I should really add a shade layer. Oh my gosh, I don't want to. I'm pouting. Because if I add a shade layer, then basically I would just mask it to change the shadows as they like dance across the character. It's just a little added thing, but it could make a major difference. It's just more work. Hi Claw, thank you so much for the lurk. Turn this on. Guys, go check out Claw Overdraw. He is a gamer here on Twitch. And since I am doing the shoutouts, also go check out Art Victim. Art Victims on YouTube and Twitch. Monk also does the streaming, so go check his stuff out here on Twitch. Let me see who else came in. I think that's it for the shoutouts. Guys, like, if anyone changes their status in streaming or not streaming, please let me know and I won't give you a shout out, or I will. Mattering if you started streaming. I bring it up because Monk is like determined to get Bobby to stream and do some podcasts. I think it's funny. The harassment. Carbon copy of your mom's sister is carbon copy of my dad. Oh really? Do you look just like your mom, or is it just like an acting thing? How did the coin turn out? It turned out great, Claw. If you do like just a single bit, you can ask a question and then it'll pop up with a yes or no. Yes, it says, should Bobby stream? It says yes. So there you go. You got a coin toss, yes. Yes. I think they turned out good. I think they're pretty. I definitely, after I was done with the coin and I stopped streaming, I stayed up for another 3 hours and messed with it. That's another yes. And that is, woo, yes. Okay. So you got a yes. They're cute. It's, I found out, through the alerts, you can set, like, different, like, it can be the same alert with different, like, sound effects. So, like, I have, like, common sound effects, and then I have, like, uncommon, and then rare. So, there's, like, ones that are more obnoxious that I put on the rare side of the yes or no's. The Twitch alerts are fun to mess with. Like, when you dive into it, they've added a lot of customability that, like, Streamlabs did not have. So I'm pretty excited about it. So it works really well with the coin tosses, that's for sure. I've talked about doing a magic ball. Once you do like 100 coins or more, it turning into a magic ball. We talked about that. and then it not be a yes or no, but like it just like, so you wouldn't have to ask a question, it would just pop up with a random like thing that it says, and that would be an animation too. But that's way down the line. We need to finish the other alerts before we add like customization and like more detail to alerts that already exist. But thank you for asking. Thank you for looking at it. I was pretty excited. I worked hard. Maybe one day. I think what it comes down to is both me and Monk, when we streamed, like, it definitely changed our lives. So we have like the perspective that we have on streaming is that like when we felt alone, we felt like cooped up, and we felt that detachment. Like streaming definitely brought in a lot of like friends. And like I started streaming 2018 and I was very lost. I almost gave up on my art. I was this close to giving up on my art. And I was in a really bad spot, really bad emotional spot. And I started streaming and I was just, at first I thought like I was teaching art. I thought I was coming on here to teach art because like that was where my head was at. And then secondly, I thought I was on here to get fans for my comic because I was in the middle of making a comic book. So I was like, I'm on here for fans and for teaching. So I talked like a teacher when I first came on. I had to drop all of that, and then I just like kind of like relaxed and started being myself, and so I learned to be authentically myself here. And then through that like met a lot of people that saw me and like saw what I was creating and like cared about me personally, and then I realized I didn't need to worry about like what project I was working on, and I developed these friendships. There were some difficult things, but like it's just because I don't know why they keep talking about uplifting. I think it's just about trying to find something like you're passionate about. You don't have to stream, but just finding something and somewhere that you feel like you are chasing your passion, and then you are recognizing yourself for it, or other people see you doing the things that you love and inspiring yourself as well as people around you. So it doesn't have to be through streaming, and I think that's what it is. It's like, it's just finding something that like makes you feel like you have a purpose to wake up in the morning and go, you know what, I'm gonna work on this comic, and people might like it and they might not, but like I'm excited about it, so I'm gonna work on it, and then I'm gonna share it, and yeah, I don't know. And I think that's why we give you a hard time about like streaming and stuff. It's just because it means something to us, and it's not necessarily like you don't have to stream, but finding something that like sparks your passions it's game changing. And that goes for anyone hearing me. Getting called out? No, you're good. Yeah, but I think that's why we give you a hard time, because, like, especially, like, with the podcasting thing, you never know who wants to hear from Bobby and your opinions. You'd be surprised. And there's so many people that have, like, bad advice, or they give out, like really crap things, and I'm like, is anyone really listening to this person? Like, seriously? And there are people that, like, love this person's opinion. I might not get it. And I don't have to get it. Like, they're doing their thing. And I guess, like, that's the crazy thing, too. Because, like, when I think about, like, when I first started streaming, that's why I thought I was here to teach. I thought that's why I was, like, jumping on to... Because I was trying to think of, like, what can I bring to other people? And that was where my head was at. Like, what can I bring to them that they don't have? And I just never considered that, like, maybe what I bring to the table is just a cool personality on the internet, and friendship. You know? I thought it had to be, like, something more than that. And sometimes presence is all that people need. But anyway, I was kind of reminiscing just now. And I think that's why, like, a part of me, like, I returned to streaming. Yeah, some reason to do something, yeah. And there's many places you can find it. Like, I would think I was talking to somebody about, I think it was like a reading I was doing, and I was talking about their dancing? I think it was dancing. No, they were producing music. And I was talking about the importance of the music that they produce. And they're like, well, nobody's listening. And it's like, it doesn't matter. You're listening. You are listening to your own music. It's giving... It gives you reason. And it's an expression of processing and putting your experience out there into the world. And they were so worried about, like, well, you know, I don't know if people like it. And it's like, you like it. That's interesting, the song. We just sometimes think too much about how we care too much about what other people think about us. Okay. I think that's a better hand. The other one looked weird. Or just go back to the crazy old days of running back country roads. What? 120 or 180 down the interstate on two wheels? That sounds dangerous. That sounds dangerous. There's things that you can find, I'm sure, that doesn't put you as much risk and danger, because that's not self-love, right? If we're putting ourselves at extreme risk. So one of the things that I had to talk to Monk about, he really liked to drive, like go for like drives when he would want to sit in his own thoughts. And I don't know if he's still here. He might have fallen asleep. But it was snowing really, really bad one day in New York, because he was living in New York at the time. And I'm like, what are you doing? And he's like, oh, I'm on the road. And I was like, why are you on the road? And he's like, well, I just needed to clear my head. And like, when I drive, like, I clear my head. He ended up driving into a snowbank, like, it was awful. He drove straight into he like slid off the road and went straight into a snowbank. And I'm like, can we not do this again? Can we find better ways to clear our minds? I'm here. Yeah, like, So it comes into there's coping mechanisms that once worked for us that have expired. So there were things about that worked. So you need to ask, like, why did that work? And if it's a numbing thing, if it's autopilot, then maybe that's not what you should be doing. So maybe don't try to find something that brings you to autopilot, but maybe it brings you to a more centered self. So, like, centered in balance. Something that brings you a sense of calm or purpose. Because I think that building things, and then working towards those things, but then without the risk. And I'm thinking about the motorcycles when I say that, like, right? Because you love building it, but then, like, maybe not the risk part of, like, going and speeding 120 miles down a highway. Because you can do that, like, without that part of it, I guess is what I'm saying. But, that's mama side of me going, careful, we do not have plot armor. I found this out last year. Thought I had plot armor, I don't. So, just so you know. When you get this close to dying, and then you realize you don't have plot armor, which I've gotten close to dying several times, but I never felt so driven and so purposeful, and like I'm here to like make major change, like, and I'm here for the universe, like I'm doing all these incredible things, and then to almost die and be like, where was my plot armor, universe? Where were you? Like, where were you? And then I realized, like, it doesn't matter. Like, I cannot be putting myself at risk. Like, so just don't put yourself in the risk, because you don't have plot armor. So just don't risk it. The funny part is, when I got hurt, it was in front of my house, and I was doing nothing dangerous. That's how that is. That because we get more comfortable. They say accidents happen within 2 miles of your own home, statistically, and it's because our comfort levels go up, and then our awareness goes down. So, it's statistics. Y'all have no idea how crazy and reckless I was at one time in my life for actually a large portion of it. Well, and when we're young, we tend to think that we are invincible. That's a thing, too. Yeah, but I don't even know what I'm going off about anymore. Monk, do you think that you found something that, like, you can have that same, like, effect of calming without, like, driving? Did you ever find anything to replace that sense of calm instead of driving, or did you just, like, just not do that anymore and not find a replacement? Like, what became your replacement, if you found one? I'm just curious, because I don't know that I ever asked. And it might be simply that you learned to process those emotions before going and needing to numb. Binging bad shows with you. Yeah. That'd do it. We watch some of the worst shows sometimes, and all we do is, like, talk crap about the shows. We're like, this show sucks. This has plot holes, this plot hole, and this plot hole. That's funny. I could see that. Let's watch our horrible Love is Blind. And then we binged Stranger Things, which I did not think that was a bad show until this final season. Speaking of, Stranger Things playing in the background just now. I freaking loved Stranger Things, and I really do think they really messed up the last season pretty badly. But I won't give spoilers. I got in trouble earlier today for spoilers, so I learned my lesson. I got yelled at for giving spoilers for Cowboy Bebop, a show that is super old, so I won't be doing that anymore. No more spoilers. I won't get in trouble. Doesn't work with good shows. Trouble should be my middle name. Oh. No. But I agree, like, there's something about, like, the really bad shows that, like, works out pretty well. I don't know if we're getting that with, Jujutsu Kai or not. I'd say when I really, really need some brain rot, like, Love is Blind is definitely my go-to. Because I just, like, I do not like the show, and I don't know why I keep watching it. It's, like, toxic. Bad reality TV has a draw for a reason. Yeah, it's probably what it is. I know that, Survivor, for instance, I used to watch Survivor. My mom actually got me addicted to Survivor. And I learned a lot of social skills from Survivor, believe it or not. Like, as somebody that was very introverted and didn't play the social game very well, I learned a lot of, like, people analyzation and understanding human nature from Survivor. It's gonna sound so weird, but, like, you have these people that, like, they seem to be on your side, but they're not really on your side. They're, like, for themselves. And, like, if they can get information about you and then use that information later, like, at first it might be about friendship, but, like, later on, if they can use that information to better themselves and use it to elevate themselves, they will, if they get the opportunity. And then, so, like, it definitely taught me, like, don't be sharing your biz with just anyone. It was the big thing that I learned, was because, like, we give ammo to people. Like, we willingly just give ammo to people. And then they can use it against you. Unless it's, like, publicized and you really don't care. Like, a lot of the things I share anymore, it's like, I don't care. Like, try to use the things I say. But, yeah, but anyway. But in the beginning, I didn't know anything about social skills. And that was, like, before... Like, I think it was right before I started streaming. I was, binging a lot of Survivor. And I was looking at as an experiment. As trying to understand human nature. It was like my science show. I was like, look, this is how the human brain works. Feeling like a weirdo. But I guess, like, it is a social experiment, though. They're honest about it, at least. I learned what not to do, yeah. Yeah, no social game, Lone Wolf, Howling at the Moon. Yeah. Well, and that's kind of like where my head was at the time. I think that, like, I think that I'm worried less about, like, people playing games, to be honest, because, like, I'm not playing a game. I'm just being authentically myself, and if the person wants to try to say something about me or spread something about me, then I don't want to be around that person anyway. So, like, my perspective has definitely changed from when I first used to watch Survivor and think that I was learning something social from it. Because not everybody operates like that. And that's just what it comes down to. There are people that play life like it's a game and think that they need to win. They think that that's the objective, is to win. And then you have people that they're not here to play a game. They're just simply living their best life and trying to share their experiences with people around them. And I choose to be one of those people versus the ones that are playing a game. Like, I don't want to play a game. And the people that are playing the game, I see it most of the time now. Like, I see it as a red flag, and I'm like, they're playing the game. I don't want to play the game. If that's what they choose to do, they can go play the game, but I'm not going to be a part of that playing the game. Not into it. And maybe that just comes with age, too. Being like, I'm too old to play this game. I'm done. I'll be too old for this. We're not playing no games. Yeah, me no liking a game at all. Yeah, same. Yeah, I just want authentic people. I just want to surround myself with real people. And us all just be trying to live our best lives. And being ourselves around each other. And anyone that wants to come up here and be fake, then, you know, this just might not be their crowd for them. Might not be the right crowd for them. And that's simply it. It doesn't have to be more than that. And I try to tell people that all the time. I'm like, if they come up and they're like, oh my gosh, I hate what you're doing. And I'm like, okay, you can scroll past. Like, you don't have to stick around. Like, it's cool. I don't care if you dislike what I'm doing. You're allowed to. You're allowed to dislike it, but you don't have to consume it. Nobody is forcing you to consume the content in which I am making. Okay, let's see. Oh, we have 3 more. Nope, 4 more. I got really excited and then an extra one appeared. We're making progress. I keep saying that, but I'm so done. I don't want to be doing this anymore. But it's important. The detail's important. These little things matter. Even if it's not something hugely noticeable about, like, but anyone but me. You're real stubborn. Yeah. I'd say I'm pretty stubborn too. Maybe stubborn's not the word, it's strong-willed. If I believe in something, I'm going to fight. I'm gonna fight for it. Hard head. Just remember, it's all about perspective. So you want to make sure that you are also open to new perspectives. Because when we label ourselves something, sometimes we can limit the amount of growth that we allow to come in because we've labeled ourselves. And I know that sounds like a lecture, but it wouldn't be a dead on stream without it. You have to know that too. Okay. Mama Cass lectures. Yep. Yep, yep. What? Like Buddha once said, ow? Why did Buddha say ow? I don't know, possibly stubbed his toe. Okay. Good to know. It's an absurdity quote highlighting that we all are human. Well, I think it's cute. Oh, 2 more arms. 2 more arms, guys, 2 more. Oh, my back's popping. Ow! Now my neck's popping. Okay. It definitely hurts sitting in this one spot trying to get these done. I can't wait. Get this one done. I haven't done the background either though. I think I'm gonna definitely finish the animation before I do the background. I need to have a placeholder sketch, though, if I'm going to animate, to make sure that everything goes into place where it should. I was thinking that I could also put, like, just now, like, skin blemishes, scars, things like that, that kind of, like, speaks to these being different body parts. Oh my gosh, that's... I don't even know that, like, it would be worth doing, because, like, I don't know that anyone would see it. I would hate to do a bunch of work that, like, it's not seen. Oh my goodness. Inverse. I always make that weird pitch violent inhalation noise when I stump mine. Oh. So you don't say ouch. Okay, I'm gonna do this, it's gonna drive me insane, but I'm gonna add a shadow layer on every single one of these ones when I go in here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a shadow layer. So what I'm doing is I'm gonna put like a light blue opacity like this over the top of each limb. I don't know why that's not working. What the fuck's happening? Oh, because I'm an idiot. So I'm gonna do that, like, and I'm gonna use that as a marking that I'm done with the layer. So I'm gonna put a multiply, and then a, let's do, let's do a 55 on it. So that's a 55 opacity, and then we're gonna, this is the shadow layer, and then we're gonna merge the hand color, merge the forearm, and then the upper. There we go. So that's multiply 55. Okay. Okay, this one's next. Inverse. Multiply. 55. Okay. And that'll be a good way to mark them that they're done. Putting them in shadow like that. And what I'll do is I'll mask part of the shadow, like, so I can mess with lighting. And I might not use it, but it would still be good to have on hand where I can mask kind of like parts of it to make it feel like shadow. So I have more control over the shadow and lighting. It's not going to deform exactly like the arm though, and that's the only thing that's like kind of like a bummer about it. But it's mainly a just in case anyway. I'm just messing with different... Ew, difference is gross. That's very close to how it actually was. That's interesting. Okay, let's see. Multiply. I'll just do multiply. Before we go too much further, let me turn off these. Let me turn off these shadow layers so I can blend the body better before I get too much further. Let's go to the body layer. I almost forgot. That would have been fun. Okay, let's do inverse selection. Body detail color. So we're just kind of making sure we're blending these in a little bit better. The limbs. So they're a little bit more seamless. That's one's gonna have a little bit of a crease. I'm not gonna be able to get rid of it. Hey Toast, how's it going? Can I look for that? Thank you for the look. I hope you're well. Oh, thank you for the 100 coins. It says no. Thank you for the 100 biddies, Bobby. But anyways, good night. Good night. Thank you for hanging out. Cheddar boy, I'm out. Past life sibling vibes are strong. Just a theory. Yeah. Alright. Bye guys. Or bye Bobby. Trying to out. This is so much work. Okay, looks good. Let me turn off the legs and stuff so I can look underneath, make sure it looks good. And this is what it looks like without his legs. Okay, so let's put the... I'm wondering if I should mark them with a spot where the leg goes on the body. I'm actually thinking that would be a good idea. Let's do that. Let me hit this. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a little... Should we do a black dot just in case it shows? No, let's make it red. And I'm gonna drop a spot where each limb is to mark where that arm is. That way it stays in the same spot, so even if things get away, because I'm gonna make it move at times, so I want to make sure that I keep the joints where they need to be. So red will be arms, and then maybe I'll make the green the legs. Any more arms? We got an arm here. It's a leg. Okay, now let's do legs. Let's switch it to green. Okay, let's turn them all off. So now we have like a good indication of where all the limbs are. Red are the arms, green are the legs. Perfect. Okay. And that's just like the pivot spots to make sure that I don't lose them. And these are the arms that are done. Let me, oh shoot. Okay, so let me go up to this so I don't lose this color. 100%, turn off the multiply. Multiply. Let's try darken real quick before I go too far. Darken. No, multiply is where it's at. Multiply. I need to do that with this one too. Multiply. 55. Because everything is in shadow. Yeah, I'll do that for now. Like I said, I might not use them and I might just end up throwing away all the shadows, but it is what it is. I would rather be more prepared than underprepared. What the F? There we go. I don't know what was happening, but I fixed it. Okay, let's multiply. 55. Merge layers. That color burn's kind of cool. What is that? Linear burn? Linear burn looks nicer than multiply. Color burn. Darken. Color burn. Let's turn it all the way up. What is color burn like? Whoa, yeah, that looks like crap. It really looks nice at the 55. I'm tempted. I'm kind of tempted that the like purplish and red is really working. Because I almost feel like the multiply takes too much of the detail away, and that's the only reason I'm looking at the color burn. Let's turn back the multiply on. What's that say? Mucho epic. Aw, yes. I'm glad that the bot is on point today. Our coin tosses have been on point. Will I get this weekend off? No! Well, I hope that's wrong.
No.
No, but really. Yes. Hey, Kibito. Or Kibito. K Vito. K Vito. I always mess up your name, and I have for years, and I don't know how you put up with it, because you've corrected me so many times. I don't know what it is about your name that I have such a hard time with it. I think you just said, like, just call me K, or was it D? I don't remember. Did you ask me to call you K? Or was it D? Thanks for laughing at me, Monk, thank you. That's very nice. It's very kind of you, sir. How are you doing today? Oh, English isn't your native language? Oh, no, that's okay. I just feel bad because, like, I'm really bad at saying your name, and I have been for years, because I've known you for years, and I feel bad. Yay, we're getting closer? Closer is the right word, right? No. I have so many to do. So I'm just setting the layers right now. So he's like in the corner, like that's what he's doing. Like he's hanging out in the corner of this room. So I do feel like he needs to be this color. It's just like I feel like all the work that I've done, like I've hidden it. But I think we can still see it. Like I think we can still see it. I think we can still see the shading. We can still see the color pink on there. Like I'm bummed because I feel like all of the work I did, I hid it in shadow. But I think I'm just overthinking it. I'm just readying it for animation. So going arm by arm. I am just labeling and moving all of the layers as I'm going. I have to merge certain layers together. Okay, so let's put this... This is the second time I've had to do that with that color, so let me just put a color swatch down here with my color palette swatches. Here we go. So I don't have to keep doing that. I keep having to like change the layer on there, which I don't even know if it's gonna take multiply. It might not. If it doesn't take multiply, we might have to try something different once we get to the actual program. Such a bob. Yeah, yeah. I wanna run away. I don't even know why I'm doing this. Like, I'm not gonna be able to use any of these masks. I know that when I get into the program, I'm not gonna be able to use them. So I have no idea why I'm doing this. Because I know better. But I've convinced myself that I might be able to use it, so like, I'm not changing my workflow. And it's so frustrating. Like, when a part of you is like, no, it'll work. Like, no. No, you know this isn't gonna work. You know it's not gonna work. And you do it anyway. Because there's a part of you that's like, it'll work, it'll work. It'll work. It's going through some of my favorite songs right now. Look how they shine for you, and everything you do. Oh, yellow. Something beautiful. I know I love you so. You know I love you so. Myself. We only have that many on the bottom. Look! We only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 more left. Look how they shine for you. Look how they shine for. Look how they shine for you. Look how they shine for you. Look how they shine. Look at the stars. Look how they shine for you. And all the things that you do. That foot almost got away without pink toes. I would have been so upset. I saw it though, I spotted it. It needed its pink toes. I'm in the territory of the feet and the hands not having the pink on their toes anymore, and their fingers. almost did it again. The foot needs the color. What am I doing? The toes need the highlight of orangish pink. Okay. Inverse. Now let's go into this one. Let's make sure we do the feet first, because that way I don't forget. Oh my goodness, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 more left. It looks like 2 arms and 3 legs. Whee! Yeah. I think that this tone, though, like, I think that it's a better color. Save? Yeah, I should. It's a good idea. Inverse. Let's go right into the feet. Make sure we hit it with that highlight. Perfect. Now let's add that layer. Quack. Hi. How cool is it? Shadows in the city. I'm a stranger to myself. On these streets I'm someone else. Shadows in the city. Like a demon in the dark. Come to tear us apart. Shadows in the city. I'm a stranger to myself. On these streets I'm someone else. Shadows in the city. Like a demon in the dark. Come to tear us apart. Oh boy, I'm done. Okay, now what? Save, I guess. Save. Here we go, After Effects. Layer check, yeah. I think I got it. Now I'm gonna take it into After Effects and see if making that shadow was just a waste of time. Because it might have been. It really might have been. Because I might have to just go through and delete the entire thing. Okay, so we want to go into new composition. We want to make the composition the right size for a, I think, is it 180? What is it? 80. So it's 1920 by 108. That's correct, right? Yeah. HD. Mm-hmm. Yep. 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 And then we want to import file. What's the name of this darn file? Retain layer sizes, and then we want to do edible layer styles. Yes. Okay. And we want to pull this down into the comp. Him's big? Him's very big. Okay, let's make him... Are we in the comp? Yes. Okay. So let's resize... Why is that white? Why is there a white layer behind him? Oh, the fucking paper layer was on. Okay, I got it off. So I want paper layer. So he's gonna be right about... I almost want to do it like portrait style. What do you guys think I should do? Do you think I should do it portrait style versus landscape? I think it'll be creepier in the portrait style. Because then it could be higher up. Let's change the comp. I was looking at some of these. Square pixels. Can we do landscape? Let's see. Sorry for being so quiet, but I'm gonna turn in. Hope you have a good night. Oh, you too. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, I'm just messing with this file, so you haven't really missed anything. Yeah, we can try to mess with this a little bit though. So let's attach everything. Let's select all of it and then parent it to the body. So the body, if I move the body, then everything should follow. That worked. Now let's go in and change the anchor points on every single one of these, which is going to be a pain. But let me see, what's this one? So we've got that. So now let's hit Y, and then we want to make sure we put it right where that red spot is. So now I have to do this on every single one of those. Y. Sorry guys, I'm animating. And now my layout's kind of in the way. Let's split that up. Live up there, sir, for now. Get out of the way. Because the hope is when I start moving the body that these will try to attempt to stay with the body. That's the hope. But when I'm puppeting it, sometimes they don't stay. But we'll see, because the programs sometimes change. So I'm hoping they've made this more advanced, the puppeting tool. So far, like, I've been pretty impressed. The weird layering issue that they used to have, like, I was surprised to find that they had fixed that. That was nice. It was a pleasant surprise. Okay, and then let's put the body pivot right in the center. Okay. Shall we? Okay, I'm gonna try to puppet this and I'm gonna see how it works and see exactly what we're working with. Okay. Yep, the dots are there on purpose, so that's great. Because you can see, like, as it moves, like, it's not taking those with us. That's okay. That's why we put the dots on there. So one of the things is he kind of, like, I could have him crawl into the scene. If I was to have him crawl into the scene, I would, here, let's play with it. Let's play with it. So, maybe, let's have him move pretty fast. Let's do 5 seconds. Hold on. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. Yeah, that's good. Let's do 5 seconds. So, let's, take the puppeting and set all of my puppets. Okay, that's the endpoint. I set all the puppets to that because I want him there. So in the beginning, we're gonna want to straighten out his body because he's like gonna be trying to curl into the corner because he's in the corner. So I'm gonna pull him out straight because he's gonna be kind of like moving into the scene. It's gonna be gross. Okay. Okay, we have a pop here on the end, on the butt end. Something happened on that last pivot. What's going on? Okay, let's zoom in. There's a double frame that got put somewhere. Which one is this? Okay, so it's the top one. Oh, that's why I didn't open this darn thing! Darn it. So when I reset all the pivots, this one still has a... here. There we go. So let me stretch this out. Here we go. And then with all the legs, they'll have a position. So the legs, we would start at the pivot where they're all here, 5 seconds, because that's where the legs belong. Shit, why is that button not down again? That freaking number 5 really screwed us up. Okay, let's go back to 5. It's okay, we'll line them up. That's why I'm super glad we put the dots there. Okay. Back, they're lined up again. Alright, now we're gonna grab all of these and we're gonna position. We're gonna set position, keyframe position. So we're opening all of them, hitting the keyframe on that position. And then we're going to move every single one of these to the beginning position. Okay. Which beginning position? It's right here. So now I'm gonna grab each one of these and move them back to where they go. I'm gonna start at the bottom. Okay, so red, I need to start at the top. How do I find that? Okay, we're gonna do incremental, because it's problematic. There's too much of difference for me to know where things are supposed to go. Kind of see it coming together. It's kind of gross. It's kind of gross. A little bit. Okay, so this is up here, actually. And then you right there? Is that correct? Okay, no, that's an arm. So you actually go right there. And you... Where do you go? Oh, leg 7, why don't you have a pivot point? Oh, that's gonna be problematic. Okay, leg 7 didn't get an assigned pivot. Let's reset this position. I see what happened. I assigned the wrong pivot point to the wrong thing. Okay, hold on. Get that out of there. So let's go back to the starting point. This is the pivot point for this one. I assigned it to the wrong leg. Okay, so then I need to take that off, put it back on. Position point. Okay. He's actually not moving. That leg's not moving. That's kind of cool. Nope, we have an arm that didn't get fixed. Which arm is that? Sorry guys for coughing. No. No, there's extra things in here. Okay. So I gotta open this up. There's extra keyframes in here. Delete. Okay. So now we have this movement here. Okay, incremental. Okay, next spot. Ah! No! Let me just move the thing without fucking things up, thank you. Thank you. think that's where it is, I'm guessing, on that one. Okay, let's check though. Close. On 5, I need to move it slightly over to cover up the red spot. There we go. Perfect. It's working. Doggos making lots of noise in their kennels. Sleepy time. Tis sleepy time, doggo. I'm gonna have to pay attention to this particular arm. It's a problem. I have a problem arm. So I need to pay attention to the number of it. There we go. Because it's a constant problem so far. Okay. And then all the way to beginning state. Because I want it to crawl in, so then it's gonna crawl in and then it's gonna tuck itself in the corner. Okay, so it's that problem arm again. And then of course I forgot. Okay. Oh, we got some problem areas in the back here. Whoa! Oh! It's like crashing. Okay, let's do the 5 seconds. Just rendering it right now. I forget what it was. I think it's Alt Control to speed up an animation, to squish it together. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to figure it out. Okay, so I think if I grab all of these, and I think is it controlled? Is it controlled? Controlled. I don't remember the shortcut. It is controlled. Okay, so we'll undo that for now. So it was that shortcut. I'm glad I remembered. But I want it to go faster, so I'm gonna grab all. Grab all of them. And then I'm gonna squish it down. Let's set the timer to about right there. And I'm squishing them all down. I'm gonna squish them all. If I can pull this off. I don't know if it'll let me. This one's missing a key. It's funny, my muscle memory is working from back when I used to work in After Effects all the time, like day in, day out, and it's weird to have muscle memory from a job that I haven't worked since 2016. Control Alt. I can't even believe I remember that. I mean, I worked there nonstop for an entire year, so maybe that's part of it. Ah, shit. I almost had them all selected, and then I accidentally moved. But I think that I can major select by just dragging up now that I've opened all of everything up. If it doesn't crash the system. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Control Alt. Didn't squish it together. I think it's because I have different... I think it's because not everybody has a starting point in the same spot. Like they're supposed to. Like this is missing a keyframe right here. Let me fix all the ones with the missing keyframe. Ah, man. What are you doing? There we go. I'm just doing one by one, which is a pain, but it's better than not working at all, so... And now I need to drag all of these. I need to drag all of them to the side. So that way we have the outstretched longer, because if I'm going to make him crawl onto the screen, I need it to be further out. There we go. Let's send the runner ahead to 5 seconds. Whoa! We didn't grab everything. Okay, let's fix that. We missed some arms, it looks like. There they are. I see them. Okay, and then the body is on a, it's on a pivot, or not on a pivot, on a parent. So let me position. Yeah, he's like kind of crushing himself into the corner there of the room. So he's crawling on one side of the wall, and then he like hits a wall on the other side. There we go, that's perfect. So like he's pushing himself into the corner of the room. Okay, we got that part done at least. And now it's the animating the legs to make it look like he's actually moving. Let me do a little bit of bounce, like a little bit of curve in his animation. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of a curve here. Let me see if I have the curve tool. Let's do this. Yeah, because I want a little bit of a sway and curve, like so it's not like so it's not like he's like walking in a weird, yeah, there we go. So now he kind of like goes down and then back up. And we'll have to fix some of those floating arms. There's some arms that are kind of floating off their anchors. But I think we did that when like the animation got moved. The good thing is, like, I'm only gonna be focusing on the feet, mainly when he's walking. So I think that, like, let me play with it a little bit. Let's save this file. Save as. I'm just looking at some particular feats. Okay, let's grab some feet and start moving them around. Let's close some of these so I can see what I'm doing, because I have too many open. Oh, I'm just gonna select them all and then close them, because it's ridiculous. My storage is almost full. Lovely. It's almost full because I'm animating. Yeah, let's play with this one. Let's play with this leggy. This one right here. Okay, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna hit a pin. 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 Pin and pin. Okay. Here we go. Let me add a twist actually before I puppet. Let's add a pivot. I could actually, I was just thinking I could do an animated rotate, like a toggle. I don't think I'll do that though, this time around. Society? What, the music? No. Hi, how's it going? The butt's just swinging. Okay, so, but he's lifting his foot right there, so that's fine. When we click into the foot, and then let's add a position to all of these. Position and rotation to all of them. I forgot that I need to change all of my pivot points before I do that. And pair them. Oh my gosh, guys, there's so much work I need to do. Yeah, the test animation that I did was definitely for the funsies, because the actual animation is already a big pain. Very difficult. Okay, so then we have the foot is on the bottom, so everything is going to go up on the hierarchy. So we're gonna do the lower leg connected to the upper leg, and then the foot to the lower leg. So now I'm going to kind of like extend this back leg a little bit, now that I've got that. I'm gonna extend it. Reminds me of the creature from the game Limbo. Yeah, it is kind of like that, but he's got like a bunch of shifting faces on him, and like this thing where he sucks energy out of people. He's it's a very similar concept where it's a bunch of people merged together, which is kind of eerie and gross. But very similar concept, similar creature, kind of unnerving. And I think wasn't it Inside? Wasn't it called Inside? Or was it called Limbo? I think it was Inside. Let me see. Like something from Meat Canyon? Meat Canyon? I don't know what that means. What's Meat Canyon? Okay, lower leg. He likes doing animations that are kind of weird. Body horror stuff? No, not like that at all. No, this is a character from my book. He is a bad guy. I'm just gonna have to get rid of these shadows. Like, it's ridiculous. I don't even know why I made them. Like, I'm so irritated at this point. Parody animations, often with bodies doing weird stuff. Yeah, I have not heard of them. I don't think that I want to look it up. That sounds unpleasant. Sounds very unpleasant. You find his animations funny? What is that? Oh no, is there some line art merged on the wrong layer? That looks like line art on the wrong layer. I really hope I'm wrong about that. No, that looks like the foot layer. Fuck is on the... I knew I should have taken my time on merging those layers in Photoshop, and I was like, oh no, I got it. It's good. It looks like I accidentally merged a layer that shouldn't have been merged on this. It's okay, I can ignore it. Photoshop is one of those, I mean, it's... If I change the Photoshop file, it should change this file in here. Right now I'm just trying to make him look like he's walking across the screen. Which it does look like that. It's kind of like eerie though, for sure. With his one little kicking foot. I might have accidentally made a way to make sure that I get all of the things animated though. That's interesting. So let me zoom out here. And go to the comp level. Gonna work on dungeon lurk. Oh, thank you for the lurk. I'll be fighting with this. I don't know why it's rendering all that when I told it to just render in here. I don't need you to render all of that, just the 5 seconds, please. There we go. Oh no. That's not even the full length of the comp. I'm worried this is going to turn into another test animation and not an actual animation.
You make me feel like I am home again. Feel like I am free again. However far away, I will always love you. I will always love you. I will always love you. I will always love you.
Okay, let's go to leg 5. Let's extend this leg out here. That's the foot. This is the leg that I'm looking for. There we go. Extend, extend. Whee! And then let's tilt the foot down slightly. Oops. So the very back foot can definitely be pushing off. Okay, I just remembered something that'll help a lot. Let me go to the body section and delete the movement. Let me make sure he's in the corner before I do so. Okay. Okay, that's perfect. And the reason why we're gonna do this is because we want it to be in the composition. So we're just gonna drag him to the middle of the composition again. That way none of him's cut off. And then we're gonna go to the comp and then animate him in the comp. That way, like, he's not cut off. So we'll put him in the in position when he's right here. Oops. So what I'm trying to do is trying to make it look like he hits that corner. And then he kind of like pulls himself up into it. There we go. That's better. It needs to be more subtle. So we've got that, and then we pull up. It needs to be less up and up. There we go. Because like once he's in the corner, he's in the corner. Copy. Paste. Try that. Oh, I'm gonna be mad at myself. Can I do this? Let's try it. I'm gonna be so mad at myself. Hold on. Let's do it though. Okay, opening all the puppets. I am setting a keyframe. And it looks like I already have them. Let's drag them over. Okay, now I'm going to deselect. I'm gonna do it one by one. Oh. We gotta set it back to baseline before we start puppeting again. Right there, baseline, and paste. Okay, I might have to do it on the inside, but I wanted a little bit of squishing, like pulling and squishing of the body. I might have to do that. It's not bad though. The animation's a whole lot of experimenting and seeing what works and what doesn't. Hey guys, I'm gonna end stream here. I'm having an asthma attack. I don't need to be coughing in yours again. But thanks for hanging out. I will try to get on tomorrow. But we'll see.